Hello, I'm Tom Bruton with the Safer Consumer Product Program at DTSC. Welcome to our series of training videos on complying with priority product regulations. See the full list of videos on the SCP Training Materials webpage or in the YouTube description. In this video, I will discuss removal or replacement notifications in lieu of alternatives analysis. I will explain 3 ways you can comply with DTSC's Safer Consumer Products regulations without performing an alternatives analysis. We refer to these collectively as removal or replacement notifications because they involve either removing a priority product from the California market, removing its chemical of concern, or replacing that chemical of concern. If you choose to submit one of these notifications, you must have already submitted a priority product notification, but you do not need to complete an alternatives analysis. Even if you have already submitted a preliminary alternatives analysis report or a bridged alternatives analysis report, you can still change course and submit a removal or replacement notification, as long as you submit it before the due date for the final alternatives analysis report. The 3 types of removal or replacement notifications are the chemical removal notification, where the chemical of concern is removed from the priority product without a replacement, the product chemical replacement notification, where the chemical of concern in the priority product is replaced with a different chemical, and the product removal notification, where the priority product is removed from the California market. This presentation will give only a brief overview of each of these options. For a full description of the information you are required to submit for each of these notifications, please refer to the Safer Consumer Products Regulations in the California Code of Regulations, Title 22, Division 4.5, Chapter 55, Section 69505.2. Note that each of the removal or replacement options requires you to submit 2 notifications to DTSC, an intent notification and a confirmation notification. The intent notification informs DTSC of your intention to remove or replace the chemical of concern, or to remove the product from the California market. It is due 180 days after the effective date of the priority product regulations. The confirmation notification confirms that the change you were intending to make has been made. It is due 90 days after you submit the intent notification. If you complete the removal or replacement within 180 days, you can skip the intent notification and submit only the confirmation notification. Use the chemical removal notification if you plan to remove the chemical of concern from your product. This option requires you to certify that the chemical of concern was removed without the use of replacement chemicals or otherwise adding chemicals to the product. It also requires that you provide the rationale and factors considered in deciding to reformulate the product, the analytical procedures used to confirm that the chemical of concern has been removed, and information demonstrating to DTSC that the chemical of concern has indeed been removed from the product. Use the product chemical replacement notification if you plan to replace the chemical of concern in your product. This option requires you to provide the rationale and factors considered in deciding to reformulate, the analytical procedures used to confirm that the chemical of concern has been removed, information demonstrating that the chemical of concern was removed from the product, the name, concentration, and hazard traits of the replacement chemical, the analytical procedures used to measure the concentration of the replacement chemical, and confirmation that the replacement chemical is not on DTSC's candidate chemicals list, or if it is, that it was already being used to manufacture the product by you or other manufacturers. Lastly, use the product removal notification if you plan to remove the priority product from the California market. This option requires you to certify that you have ceased and will not resume fulfilling orders for the priority product from anyone selling or distributing it in California. Remember that these removal or replacement options can only be used if the change will be complete within 90 days of submitting the intent notification. If it will take longer than 90 days to make the change, you will have to submit a preliminary alternatives analysis report or one of the other alternatives analysis reporting options. And remember that if you complete the removal or replacement notification within 180 days, you can skip the intent notification and submit only the confirmation notification. In this video, I've given a brief overview of the removal or replacement notification options for complying with DTSC's Safer Consumer Product regulations. For more details, please refer directly to our SCP Regulations webpage, where you can find more information about the SCP regulations and a link to the regulations themselves. For instructions on how to submit notifications through our CalSafer information management system, see our CalSafer tutorial videos at the links provided here. Finally, if you have further questions, please contact us by email at saferconsumerproducts@dtsc.ca.gov. Thank you.